Coming to you live from Southern California. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Washington Nationals and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Nick Pivetta. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
And that one missing low. 1 out, base is empty. Just missed. Strike 2.
Look out.
Oh, look at the stop. Jump throw across his body, and he's safe at first.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. He stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now it's Luis Garcia. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Petco Park, our starting pitcher in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Well struck, right field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here comes Manny Machado. Man at second. On the ground. Double. And it goes just foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Throw to first in time. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, it features one of the sport's true superstars, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
2 outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Line drive, and it stays fair. Runner around third. He scores, and they have the lead. The throw to second is offline. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Fly ball down the line. And that is the inning. Padres with a run-scoring double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Brady House. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Next offering is downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now up for Washington, Alex Call. Out there to center. Merrill makes his way towards it. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the ground to third, Machado whips it across, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 1-0. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And now it's even up. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first. Now batting Tyler Wade. Johnson leads off first with 1 away. Step off throw to first. Dives back, and he's out.
When there's a lefty on the mound, you've got to make sure you've got more of a one-way lead, even leaning back to the bag when he picks up his leg, unless you're thinking you're going first move. Not sure what he was doing right there over at first.
The 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they go quietly there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Padres 1 and the Nationals nothing. On to the third inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through that one out in front that time. Movement in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Peralta getting loose as well. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, great stop. Throw to the pitcher. And very nicely done for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1 and the Nationals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran catcher, Elias Diaz. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
On the ground to the left. House. 1 up, 1 down.
He's out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Luis Ariz stands in. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lyle makes the grab. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Machado up here. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And there's a ball. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's gone into the lower basket of the Western Meadow Building. His second homer this series. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. That misses, and a count 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
2 outs. Now a screamer into the outfield. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr.
No, that's a ball.
Merrill stands at second with 2 gone. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 2 outs. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Right through there for a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Mitchell Parker preparing to come on if needed. Williams also getting ready. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Petco Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, James Wood. The 1-1. That one missed.
Well, these Nats, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches. They're chasing.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. His 23rd of the year, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Nick Pivetta done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Wandy Peralta takes over on the mound. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So up next, Luis Garcia. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 2-2 on the way. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Diaz down to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
1 down, base is empty. And downstairs. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And here is Brady House. That's down and in. Fought off foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at first, one away. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Ahmed Rosario. So the tying run in scoring position now. Next to hit for the Nats, Alex Call.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That's outside. And it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Here's a 2-1. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Wandy Peralta departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Robert Suarez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now up for Washington, Dalen Lyle. And a base hit on a line. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores. We are tied at 2.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position, and here's the catcher, Riley Adams. 2 outs. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. Out to short. Iglesias throws across the diamond. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 and draw even again. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Jose A. Ferrer.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Outside. 3-1 now. Bryce Johnson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No outs. Runner at first. Bryce Johnson, the next up for the Padres. Iglesias gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and licked it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Wade digs in now. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here's Elias Diaz. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one not close. The countdown 2-2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jose A. Ferrer gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute. On the mound now, Trevor Williams.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
And now it's Manny Machado.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. This to center field. Young coming on. He's got it. And that ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 4. It's the Padres 4 and the Nationals 2. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Just missed.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him swinging.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And it's caught for the out. So they're down to their final out. And here's the DH for Washington, James Wood. And that one hammered. That's back. That'll make it out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-3.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Robert Suarez will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Jeremiah
Padres,
Estrada gets the ball now.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1 is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
One strike away. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs, base is empty. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 50th career homer, and we're all square. It's 4-4.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. 2 down, nobody on, and a foul ball.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now tied 4-4. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. On the ground, out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And now the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
One ball.
Well, if he's going to
Two
do
strikes.
something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Tatis over at second. Sheets at first with no outs. Misses off the plate. And the count now even up. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4. Oh, now this ball gets down. Here comes Tatis around third. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Padres walk it off 5-4.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding